I think, cases and the writing of cases is somehow underrated, because, writing cases is all about allowing students to learn from real life situations and real life scenarios. And so by actually being exposed to what's happening out there in various industries, along various topics, various challenges that, companies face, so this is how students can best learn to apply the theoretical knowledge in a practical setting. So it's very important to give students this opportunity. And also, writing cases for me was kind of a way to engage students, because in the classroom, when you talk about theories and what have you, it can become boring. So we all know that a good story can be very engaging, and hence through cases we engage students in learning better, learning by doing. So normally when it's either way, so either we kind of have a certain situation that we would like to explain to students going a certain theory, and so I develop cases because, for example, I want to teach students on how to construct a budget and what are the intricacies and the challenges for going over a budget, and how it's a dynamic process and so on. So I kind of develop cases to kind of illustrate that process. Or when we're working with companies from various industries and we go over the challenges and we realize that they have a certain challenge that they want to address, and how they actually ended up facing that challenge. What were the processes, what were the decisions, what were the elements that helped them resolve the situation. And so it's either of these two channels. So most of the time, again, so it's either because I have a certain concept that I would like to illustrate, so I find a situation where this is best illustrated and I take the students over this process and this decision-making exercise. Or when talking to industry companies, they face challenges they would like to share, so we collaborate with them to kind of illustrate this challenge and this process, which becomes a hugely engaging and learning experience. It's not only for the student, but us as faculty also, we get to learn, and the companies as well get to learn. They get to learn from the process, and also they get to learn from the way students approach this situation. So it's kind of enlightening on both ends. Most of the time, the challenges that we face as faculty members, first of all, is to establish this relationship of trust, because with companies, when it comes to data, especially that I deal with finance cases or accounting related or anything that is sensitive information, so establishing this trust is key, where companies realize that we're not here to divulge very important sensitive information to the public, but it's mostly to use their situation as a learning journey, so that we kind of progress and students progress towards a better business environment and more solid decision making. And hence building this trust is key, as well as finding the right data, finding the right situations that will illustrate a certain topic. So what we want to do is kind of develop these cases that stand the test of time. So these are the best-selling cases, and therefore how do we structure a case that actually transcends time, so which is relevant and stays relevant, because writing case studies is a lot of work. It's not like you just tell the story and that's it. No, you need to link it to theory. You need to link it sometimes to psychology. You need to link it to the economy. You need to link it to so many things. And with the fast developing world we're in, so how do you make this case transcend time? This is key to me. Our region is specific in its own way. You see, when you come to making decisions for businesses, culture plays a significant and huge role in these, getting to the right solution or providing the right direction. And hence, For our region, little has been done. Very little has been written on what are the specific business situations that we face and how we deal with them. And therefore, this kind of motivated us to start this work of gathering and coming up with cases that cover issues from the region. Now, a lot of the times we realize that this region is part of a global environment and the world is becoming a very small place. So whatever applies to the region will very well apply to the rest of the world. But anchoring the case in the region gives the student the kind of relevancy that they would like to see. So they're dealing with situations close to them, around them, instead of looking at cases that are written for countries that are so far away and that in their mind they don't have a relationship to necessarily. So it's true that the situation that we are describing in the case may apply globally, and most of the time they do. However, writing them in the region makes it closer to the heart and to the mind of the student. You need to make it real, in the sense that you're just not writing to tell a story and that's it. What you need to do is to write a case having the objectives. Why are you writing the case? So what are the learning objectives for what? Who is your target audience? Is it for undergraduate students? Is it for more experienced students? Is it for executives? Because of these customized programs, the leadership programs that where we engage executives as well. So knowing again the target audience, learning objectives are key to writing a good case that will appeal to its audience and reach its objectives. The most rewarding part of writing cases is when you see the excitement of companies, sharing their experiences towards teaching the students better decision-making processes. And so when their excitement is kind of inspiring, but also on the other end, when we see the engagement of students and the excitement again from their end, discussing the various elements of the case, and this discussion is really engaging, and it's enlightening and inspiring at the same time, and keeps you going, that you want to kind of provide more and more opportunities for minds to kind of explore various options and various paths to decision making in a real sense of the term.